presented by Ashranti, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, DBS Institute of Technology. So welcome to DBS Talks. So today we will discussing. Yeah, so today we are starting third unit. Third unit name will be DC to DC converter. That means chopper. So contents are chopper, time ratio control, and current limit control, step down chopper, derivation of load voltage and current with R and RL load, step up chopper and other class of chopper, load voltage expression and problems. So introduction of chopper. So what is chopper? So what is chopper means? Chopper will convert constant DC to variable DC, and so figure 3.1 shows the symbol of a chopper. So, so chopper is mostly applied in electric cars and conversion of wind and solar energy and DC motor regulator. Choppers are applied in electrical cars, conversion of wind and solar energy and DC motor regulator. Chopper is high speed. It uses high speed to connect and disconnect from a source load. Okay. So the high speed loaders will be connected and disconnected by using a chopper. So here a fixed DC voltage is applied intermittently to the source load by continuous triggering a power switch on and off. The period time of for which the power switches on or off is referred as a chopper's on and off states times. Okay. So next we have to see control strategies of chopper. So in DC to DC converter, the average output voltage is controlled by varying a firing angle. This is achieved by using duty cycle. So what is duty cycle means? Now on time to the ratio of on time to the time period of a pulse. Okay. So achieved by using a duty cycle of switching pulses. Duty cycle can be varied usually in two ways. So one is time ratio control and other one is current limit control. In time ratio control, the name suggests here time ratio such that duty cycle ratio. So duty cycle ratio means T on by T. So it is varied. This kind of control can be achieved by using two ways. So in DC to DC converter, average output voltage is controlled by varying a firing angle, and this firing angle will be varied usually by using two ways. One is time ratio control, and the another one is current limit control. In time ratio control, the name suggests here time ratio such that the duty cycle is varied. This kind of control can be achieved. So in time ratio control, and the time ratio control duty cycle can be varied by using two ways. One is pulse width modulation, another one is frequency modulation. So you have to see pulse width modulation. So in pulse width modulation, you have to mm, maintain on time or off time. You have to kept a time period will be constant and varied. On time or off time is either on time will be varied or off time will be varied. Using this, the duty cycle ratio can be varied since on time or the pulse width is getting changed in this method. So it is popularly known as pulse width modulation. Here, uh, so in pulse width modulation, we are changing on time. So you have to see the waveforms. Here, time period will be constant, but on time here it is less, and off time will be here high. So by varying on time, the duty cycle will be changes, but here time period will be kept constant. So this is pulse width modulation. Next, frequency modulation control. Frequency modulation control. So the name will suggest that frequency modulation. That means in the here time period is varied. Either on time or off time will be kept constant. So in this method, time period gets changed. So that means frequency also changed according to this. So this method is known as frequency modulation control. So here you have to keeping on time will be constant, off time will be varied. So whenever off time will be varied, time period also will be varied. So here you have to see the frequency modulation of waveform. Here time period will be T on. T on will be high and T off will be less. When you see in the other waveform, T on will be kept constant and here T off will be varying. So T off will be varying, then the time period also varied. So this is a frequency modulation converter. Next, current limit control. So it is abused from its name. This is a current limit means control strategy. So a specific limit is applied on the current variation. So the specific limit will be applied in a current variation. In this method, current is allowed to fluctuate mm, fluctuates only between two values, either maximum current or minimum current. When the current is minimum value, chopper is switched on. After this instant, the current start increasing and it reaches to maximum value. The chopper is switched off, allowing the current to fall back to minimum value. This cycle continues again and again. Okay. So in current limit, the name itself says that it is a control strategy. Here the current will be fluctuated between two values. That is maximum current to minimum current. When the current is minimum value, the chopper is on. So after this instant, current start increasing and reaches to maximum value and chopper is switched off. So allowing the current to fall back to minimum value. So this cycle continues again and again. Here you have to see the current limit control waveforms. Here output voltage. Here this time period T and T on and T off. Here the current will be I minimum and I max. At starting it will be I min and reaches to I max and again it falls down to I minimum and again it will be increasing and again it will be decreasing. So this process will be continuous again and again. So this is a current limit control. So continuous current will be there. So this is output current and this is output voltage. So next, classification of chopper. So choppers will be classified. So depending upon the output voltage, choppers are classified as step up chopper, step down chopper, and step up and step down chopper. Actually, step up chopper is also known as boost converter. Step down chopper is also known as buck converter. Step up and down chopper is called as buck boost converter. So depending upon the direction of hmm, output current and the voltage, the converters can be classified into five classes, namely class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E. So by using depending upon output voltage, we have classified as choppers in three ways, and depending upon the direction of output current and voltage, the converters are classified into five categories. That is class A, that is one quadrant operation. Class B, that is one quadrant operation. Class C, that is two quadrant operation. Class D, that is two quadrant operation. Class E, that is four quadrant operation. We have to see the operation of these are all choppers. So first one is step down chopper. So this is also known as buck converter. So in this chopper, the average output voltage V naught is less than the input voltage of Vs. When the chopper is on, V naught equal to Vs, and when the chopper is off, V naught equal to 0. Here the output voltage V naught will be less than the input voltage of Vs. So that means when chopper is on, V naught equal to Vs, and chopper is off, V naught will be 0. So when the chopper is on, here the diagram will be there. So this is a step down chopper. So here you have to see the figure. It is a step down chopper. Here we have to giving a supply Vs, and this is a chopper, and these are connected to a inductance and load. Here we are using a freewheeling diode. FD means freewheeling diode. So by using this circuit, we have to writing the equations. Vs equal to here VL V here Vs equal to VL plus V naught. That is here VL equal to Vs minus V naught. So in this figure, Vs equal to VL plus V naught, and VL equal to Vs minus V naught. You have to see VL equal to Vs minus V naught. So VL means in inductance voltage equal to L into di by dt, that equal to Vs minus V naught. So L into we have change in current delta I by time period means T on time period. Here chopper is on. So T on. That implies so chopper is on means the output voltage equal to Vs plus V naught. So here Vs equal to VL plus V naught. VL plus V naught. So VL equal to Vs minus V naught. So L into di by dt, Vs minus V naught. So L into delta I by T on equal to Vs plus V naught. Thus peak to peak current load is given by, so here delta I equal to Vs minus V naught by L into T on. So this is a peak to peak current load. And next, when the chopper is off, polarity is reversal. So here, when chopper is on, here plus and minus. When chopper is up, here minus, it will be plus. So discharging occurs as the inductor. So current passes through the freewheeling diode and the inductor to the load. So here, when chopper is off, here the inductors will be discharges and current flows through from load to freewheeling diode. So load to freewheeling diode, the current passes through a freewheeling diode and the inductor to load. This gives L into di by dt equal to V naught. Rewritten as L into delta I by, here time period will be T of equal to V naught. And that means L into delta I by T of equal to V naught. Here delta I equal to V naught into T of by L. From the above equation, Vs minus V naught by L into T on equal to V naught by L into T off. Here Vs minus V naught by V naught equal to T off by T on. So Vs by V naught equal to T on minus of T off by T on. So V naught equal to T on by T into Vs. That implies dVs. Here delta I equal to Vs minus D into Vs by L into dt. From D equal to T on by T. Here D means duty ratio. So duty ratio or duty cycle equal to T on by T. So output voltage in step down chopper V naught equal to dVs, and current delta I equal to Vs into dVs by L into dt. That implies Vs into 1 minus d into d by Lf. So here F equal to 1 by T, that is stopping frequency. Current and voltage waveforms. The current and voltage waveforms are given below. So for step down chopper, output voltage is always less than the voltage of input. This shown in the waveform. So here input and output waveforms. So for step down chopper, here Vs will be common. So Vs will be continuous. So supply voltage, input voltage will be continuous. Output voltage V naught will be fluctuated. So when chopper is on, V naught will be there, and chopper is off, the V naught will be 0. And chopper is on, V naught will again will be increasing, and chopper is off, V naught will be decreasing. So this is a T on, this is T off. Total time period will be T and I naught. So this I naught current will fluctuated. So from maximum value to minimum value, maximum to minimum. So it will be changes. So input to output waveforms of step down chopper. Next, step up chopper. So the average output voltage V naught in step up chopper is greater than the greater than the voltage of input Vs. The figure in this figure will show the configuration of step up chopper. Here we have connected supply voltage Vs and here inductance, and this is a chopper. Here we are connecting a diode and a load. This is a circuit diagram for step up chopper. So current and voltage waveforms for step up chopper. So V naught is the average voltage of our output. Average voltage is positive when chopper is switched on and negative when the chopper is off. So this shows the waveform. Here Vs supply voltage will be given. So supply voltage will be DC. That's why it's writing in single line. Here current will be varies from I1 to I2, and again it will be decrease. So when chopper is on, current will be reaching to maximum value, and it will be down to minimum value and again reaches maximum and begin. So this will be continuous. So T on will be maximum to minimum and T off after reaching maximum, and it will be downing to zero minimum value, that is T off. Total will be time period T. Here output voltage. So output voltage means so chopper is off, then only here when DC supply is given at first, so the current will be flowing from inductor to diode, load and Vs. So when chopper is here, chopper will be in open. When chopper will be on, the current will be flowing diode. So inductance, chopper, load, diode. Here inductance, diode, load and chopper. Okay. So when chopper is on, so when chopper is on, the output voltage will be obtained. Okay, so at T of chopper V naught will be obtained. So I naught here T on I I2 IN. So this is a I naught value. This is a input current output. So input voltage and input current, output voltage and output current. These are the waveforms for a step up chopper. So when we calculate voltage and current, output voltage and output current, T on, T on is the time interval when chopper is on. T off is the time interval when chopper is off. VL is the load voltage. VS is the source voltage. T is the chopping time period. That implies T on plus T off. So V naught is given by V naught equal to 1 by T integral of 0 to T on Vs dt. When the chopper is switched on, load is short circuited. So load will be short circuited, and therefore voltage output for the period T on is 0. The addition, the inductor is charged during this time. So during this time, this gives the Vs equal to VLA. So Vs equal to L into di by dt, and that implies delta I by T on. So L into delta I by T on equal to Vs by L. So delta I equal to Vs by L into T on. And next, delta E is the inductor peak to peak current, and when the chopper is off, discharges occur through the inductor. Therefore, summation of Vs and VL gives allows V naught equal to Vs plus VL. VL equal to V naught by Vs. So L into di by dt, V naught minus Vs. L into delta I by T of here V naught minus Vs. So delta I equal to V naught by Vs by L into T of. So by equating equations, Vs by L into T on equal to V naught minus Vs by L into T of. Here V naught equal to, when you simplifying this, you get V naught equal to T Vs by T of. That implies Vs by V naught equal to Vs by 1 minus D. So output voltage will be Vs by 1 minus D. In the above step up chopper, output voltage will be Vs by 1 minus D. In step down chopper, output voltage equal to V dVs. Here, this is a step up chopper, and step down chopper the output voltage will be dVs. Okay, but in a step up chopper the output voltage will be Vs by 1 minus d. Next, step up and step down chopper. Here, this is also known as buck boost converter. Actually, step up known as buck converter and step down is known as boost converter. So, buck boost, total buck boost converter. It makes it possible to increase or reduce the voltage of input level. So, the diagram below shows the buck boost converter. So, here chopper, inductance, and load, and here diode will be connected. So circuit diagram of step up chopper, step up and down chopper. So when the chopper is switched, when the chopper is on, the inductor L becomes a charged. So here when chopper is on, L becomes inductor. Inductor becomes a charge and source voltage Vs. Therefore Vs equal to VL. So when chopper is on, the current flowing through a inductor. So here inductance will be charged to Vs. So VL equal to Vs. So V is equal to L into di by dt. So that means here change in current delta I by time period will be T on, that implies Vs by L. So delta I equal to Vs by L into T on. T on into, so when we multiplying T by T, so we get T on by T means D. Delta I equal to dVs by L. When the chopper is switched up, the inductor's polarity is reversed and causes to discharge through the diode and load. So when chopper is off, the inductor will discharge through load and diode. Okay, so hence V naught equal to minus VL. So V naught equal to minus VL. That implies L into di by dt equal to minus VL. So L into delta I by T of equal to minus VL. So delta I equal to minus of del VL into T of by L. So by comparing the above two equation, dVs by LF into minus of VL by T of by L. So V naught equal to dVs by 1 minus D. Okay. So thank you. That's it. So today we will discuss introduction of chopper and control strategies of chopper, step up chopper, step down chopper, and step up and step down chopper. Okay, so for step up chopper, the output voltage equal to V naught equal to dVs, and for step up chopper, V naught equal to 1 minus Vs, Vs equal to V naught by 1 minus D, and step up and step down chopper. So the output voltage will be dVs by 1 minus D.